Also with me, Richmond, an author, a speaker, and a creative designer. So, good morning, my lovely people.
Good morning.
Yeah, so with me is Deborah and Richmond. How are you people doing?
We are doing well, and it's an honor to be here and because of the orphans. Last year was great, and I thank you for inviting me for the second consecutive time, and it's a privilege. It's an opportunity.
Okay. Big man Richmond. I like the voice, the voice that he uses in speaking. So, okay, so what is the growing crisis of an African orphan? The growing crisis of an African orphan.
Deborah said a lot right from the beginning, telling us, giving a definition of an orphan, and like she said, it's a broad topic to define an orphan. There are so many subcategories under the word orphan, and not just any child or a minor who has lost both parents, but rather somebody who needs care, somebody who's been out, poverty and all. There are so many things that push people into the orphanage home or become orphans. For me, like this, I would say I'm a paternal orphan.
Okay.
Yes. So I grew up like that, and just like she said, the beginning of everything is family. When you get food, you get a 3 square meal. Everything you get, you need family. You need a sense of belonging. That I belong to this category of people, or somebody to show you care and even love. Sometimes even when we have problems with our friends or something like that, you are so much concerned. You have your family with you, but when you have problems with your friends, or you see a particular circle of friends are not around you anymore, you feel empty. So how much more somebody who doesn't even have a family, a parent? So I think it's a very important necessity that we need to be able to consider. And your question, the basic crisis.
The growing crisis
of an African orphan. There are a lot of growing crises of an African orphan. I would like to think the good education, quality education. I think most of our orphans or the orphanage we have don't have good education system. Like she said, she grew up from an orphanage home, and she's very outspoken. She's making a voice. She's becoming a voice in the community. She happened to be lucky to have, I don't know what she went through, but she happened to be able to grow in some kind of training to come this far, to even write a book. So if we can be able to give our orphan good education, we can be able to develop what they carry, develop their potential. I think they can grow into society.
Same child also becomes what? An orphan.
I think some of them they know the risk they are taking. But most of them have no options. They know the risks.
Like Debbie said,
exactly.
Because of poverty.
Because of poverty. So it's a huge factor in there. They know that if I involve myself in this act, I'm going to get pregnant, and I don't have, maybe the guy wouldn't be able to take care of me. So recently I was watching the television, and there was this girl who was in Kumasi, and then she was coming to Accra. To
nobody here.
The senior brother has been in Accra, so she was connected here to come and learn a trade. When she came to Accra, at the bus station, the VIP bus station, when she landed in Accra, and she said, she wants to ease herself. Instead of her to locate the person she came with and go and wait for the person at the station, on her way to ease herself, she met one of the bus drivers, and the bus driver, where are you going? And then she was like, I came to Accra to look for work. And then the bus driver was like, oh, no, don't worry, I'll take you to Kumasi. I can help you. There's someone in Kumasi that will help you. You get a job in Kumasi. And then be like, okay, let's stay with me. Spend the night with me in the bus. So tomorrow morning, I'm moving to Kumasi.
My God.
And then upon spending the night with the man in the bus,
he'll sleep with you.
The driver slept with the girl. And then the driver took her back to Kumasi. So he didn't even fulfill her purpose on coming to Accra. And then when they went to Kumasi, the driver left her with a friend, ignoring her. Then she didn't even get the job, the training that the skill she wanted to learn. And then that become a problem. The driver wasn't taking care of her, and the driver
So
just
you
used
see,
her. So you see,
this same person has
exactly.
become-
So in case there was a pregnancy in that act,
Yeah.
then it becomes a poverty-stricken
yeah,
child, and
something.
then it goes on, and she gives, but she struggles. So a lot is going on, and people they are aware. A lot of things, they are aware of the risk, but it seems like they see they don't give much attention to it because they want to survive. They're like, let me just take the risk. Maybe I can do something about it, and then they end up in it because they have no option. They don't think, they don't believe there is anything I can do except this.
Okay.
Mentorship can
Exactly. Exactly.
So I
But to come in to what she's saying, regarding the ratio of caretakers to
1 to 30.
1 to 30, we need to have volunteers, and I think the orphanage has to be treated as an institution, a war organization. It should be like an employment section, where people are employed to work in there. Because
I think
I think when we have people employed in the orphanages, we are going to be able to reduce the unemployment rate, and that is also a plus for us.
But who pays them?
Who pays them?
Who pays them? That is the issue.
We have a ministry, just like we say, we are going to take it upon ourselves to try and put it out there, try and write letters, try and do consents to these ministries to see if we can get.
But there is something, Richmond. You see,
it's a challenge, and every challenge it comes like that with so many things, so many effort, and so many work has to be put into it. And just like somebody can be posted into a remote area to go and work, like national service and all that. They don't like their places, but they feel it's for a time.
There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. But this time, we can have people where the towns that these orphanages are, we can have people around those towns to go and push in that effort, to go and push in that work. And you see, just like we say, we need a corporate body, we need a corporate society, the corporate world to come in and help us and assist us to, to be able to fund for these people, to be able to fetch for these volunteers to work and, pay them more, give them better treatment so that they can be able to take care of the orphans and they can be able to teach them and develop them into good people that when they are of age and they come into society, they are really, their minds are psyched and they are prepared for the outer world. Just like she was saying, during a time when she was being able to come out, there was nothing like a graduation, there was nothing like an orientation, there was nothing like a conference, to sit them down and be like, hey, now you are going to the out, you are on your own. These are the things you need to do, these are the things you don't need to do. This is how it's in the outside world. This is how you have to live your life. This is how you have to, find attachment, and you have to be careful with this. We have to put that graduation. I don't know if graduation is the right word, but we have to put in some more mentorship. Okay, thank you. Mentorship, counseling, to train and psych their minds that, hey, you are going out there. This is what you have to be prepared for. That anything can come at you. And I think it's a big work.
It's a big work.
And I don't think we can achieve that in few time. I think it's going to take years. It's going to take time to be able to adapt, for the society to adapt and the society to accept and help. Because just like she was saying, back then when we used to have people in the society that when that kinship thing, when you die and then a family have to take you in, people have had taken relatives in and they've had troubles with them. So people have experiences. Some of them did not go well, so people are stopping those kind of things. Some people, bringing people to come and stay with them, and it creates a whole lot of problems in their marriage, between their kids and a whole lot. They come and show them a whole lot of this. So I think society is running away from trouble because, hey, no, let me just think of my own. I think we need to bring back that love. We need to bring back that. We have to change that mentality, and it's going to be a long way. A long way. It's going to be. Before I go on to my last message, just like she said, we need mentorship programs, training for the orphanage, and we need people to give them discrimination, give them motivation, give them inspiration. And I think Pastor Train, impacting lives, we need to take that mandate, and I would be available to for these sections with Pastor Train. I would like to work with Pastor Train. Anytime you go to the orphanage homes, talk to the children and psych their minds and put them on the right mentality. Give them a mindset. Give them a good mindset that even regardless of the situation they find themselves in, they can still come out as someone great. And look at our sister here, Deborah. She's come, she's done a master's, she's gone to the university, she's an author, she's living a meaningful life, and they can have that inspiration. They can do that one also what help their mindset so that when they come out, they can be able to, you know, fit in society and have a better living and build a home for themselves. So if you are watching, please let's be able to, you know, take them in as our own, and, you know, have them as part of our families. And if you want to help corporate institutions and anybody, just let's all volunteer and put in the work to make sure these orphanages are regulated and we are giving them the adequate funds and the adequate help they need. If you can help, please, anybody, you can start from your society. Anybody you feel like blessing lives with. Let's just not be occasional with helping these orphans. And just like she said, just you need a prayer, you want something, you are seeking God for something, then you have to go and do good so that you get that blessing. No, just do it because you know it's a mandate, it's a responsibility. You are helping out the society, and we all can be able to help these orphans become better people in the society.
Thank you.